Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Tomorrow, and you are listening to Spreaker Podcast Radio. Please, you guys, make sure you download the app so that way you can hit follow and you can follow me and support the cause. Please, please, please support me in doing this so I can continue to promote such wonderful people like my guest today. You can also download this app. You can use Google Play or you can use the App Store. Either one, which depends on what phone you have. So you're going to mark and then you can mark the podcast as favorite, so you'll receive all the notifications as soon as I publish a new episode. Also, you guys can go to the website at www.spreaker.com. Then, go to my profile name, which is Tomorrow. Also, I have a YouTube page, Tomorrow's Daily Life, if you guys want to check it out there. We are live today, this afternoon. I have a wonderful guest in the building. His name is K-TRON, and he is here today. He's an R&B singer, and he is here today to talk with me. Came in. Thank you, K-TRON. Welcome to tomorrow's show. I'm so glad you can be here and we can talk live.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm feeling the flow. The music that we are listening to is actually all his music, right?
That's all me.
All you?
Written and produced by me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So you write and produce?
Well, sometimes. I have my own producers, but, I give them a little help every now and again. When I see something I don't really like or I hear somebody, let's do it this way.
Okay.
Do a little cut in after a while,
Okay. Well, again, welcome to the show. I'm glad you came.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So let's get right into it.
Let's get into it.
I really want you to start out by kind of giving us a kind of a testimony about, starting with how you grew up and, what led you to music.
Well, I grew up in Portsmouth, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Portsmouth, Virginia, born and raised. Just like every other kid from the hood, you seen things, you went through things, but, what saved me, I believe, was music. My household was full of just music. My mom, grandmother, grandfather, everything we did, they talked with a beat, they cooked with a beat, they beat us with a beat, everything was with music.
You said beat us with a beat.
I think that's what really, led me to music and, started out in church.
What kind of music were you listening to when you were younger?
In my house, it was always blues and R&B.
Oh, okay.
No rap. We had to sneak and listen to, I don't know if you remember Friday Night Videos.
Oh, yeah.
We had to sneak and watch that late at night. But other than that, my mom was always playing something like, Nita Baker, Stylistics. My grandmother, my granddad was always listening to The Temptations.
Oh, nice.
And,
nice.
Just so on, like all kinds of R&B. And all these sounds coming through my house, and, it hit a lot of us. And I just happened to be the one, me and another cousin, that just it stuck to us. And we wanted to be a part of that, so we started singing. And what led me to actually want to sing, I heard R. Kelly for the first time, I believe. And he had a song called Honey Love. When I first heard that song, I said, that's what I want to do.
Can you remind me of how that song goes? How does that go?
That song,
you remember?
Yeah, I remember that song.
How did it go?
It's something in your eyes, babe. It's telling me you want me, baby. But tonight is your night. Okay. So you don't have to ask for nothing.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give you everything you need. So girl, don't be shy. You know how the rest go.
No, I don't know how the rest go. Wait a minute.
R. Kelly was still to this day.
I don't know how the rest go.
Still to this day.
That was great. Man, you have a nice voice.
Thank you.
Wow.
Still to this day, he's the guy that I follow.
Okay.
That I followed from the time that I heard him on up to now. Because if you think about his record.
I love that song though.
His record is impeccable. Not no diss to any other singers, but he was the one that fit me, my style of music. So I stuck with it.
It seems like he adapts to the the genre of music and where it's going, the R&B music of where it's going today. Seems like he adapts to that.
He understands it, I believe. Yeah. And I think if you're going to be, I think R. Kelly is like 50 plus, and he's a student of the music still. And his style of music, his mindset for music, his range is all over the place. He can go any way he wants to go, and that's what I tuned myself to be. I want to be able to be that diverse artist. I just want to do all kind of music, whether it's country, R&B, classical, hip, whatever I can get my hands on, I'll do it. Besides heavy metal, I can't do that. I can't do that at all. I know I can't. I lose my voice.
Okay. So you grew up in Portsmouth. You said you grew up with both parents?
No. Single parent home. The crazy thing. You grew up with your mom? I was raised by all women.
Okay.
And thank God I didn't turn out.
What women were you raised by?
My mother, my aunts, and my grandmother. Eva Mae Charlton, Dolores Ann Watson, Emma, Tyler, Brenda Charlton, and Lucretia K-TRON. They were the ones who raised me. My aunt Kat, my aunt Dee Dee, my aunt Mary, and my aunt Esther. God rest their soul. My aunt Virginia.
So you were raised by all women, and you had no female tendencies.
Not at all.
I'm just kidding.
Not against y'all. Y'all live y'all life.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
No, indeed. But see, the women I was with, they were strong. They were strong. Like
they do say that men should be in touch with their feminine side.
Yeah, and I am pretty much so, but not that. The other side. Not the other side.
But that makes you know, I'm sure they taught you, good values and really just know how to treat women. Because you've been around them
all my life.
Life.
Oh my God, all my life.
You said how many sisters?
I have, between my mom and my dad, I have, I don't know if I can count. I have a lot of sisters. Over 5. Between my mom and dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Now,
but I
didn't grew up with.
The ones that I only grew up with one.
Okay, so it was just you
and
your sister.
No, me and my sister, and we had 2 brothers.
Okay.
That grew up in the house.
Okay.
But we have other siblings. But
now, were you the oldest?
I'm the oldest boy.
You're the oldest boy.
My sister is older. She's only older than about a year or 2.
Oh, okay.
But she's still she's way older than me. She's probably watching us right now. Matter of fact, she is watching us right now.
Oh yeah, is she?
Yeah, she's watching us right now.
Okay, so she hears you. She hears you talking.
Yeah.
Hi, sis. Okay. So from there, so from the point to where now, how old were you when you discovered that you maybe had this talent? How'd you do in school first? Let's go.
I did great in school. I did great in school. I want to
get a sense of who K-TRON
You know what? I was a comedian before all this.
Oh.
Every time my mom had to come up to the school, it was all because I did something, a prank on a teacher, or I did something that was crazy, but I thought it was funny. I never really got in trouble. I mean, I got in fights and that kind of trouble, but I never really got in no real trouble. And I just had my upbringing. To me, it was cool. It was fun to be young in the 80s. It was real fun to be young in the 80s, and but I did have some hardships. I did have some times where I lost friends, and
did you?
I had times in the street where I did things where I wasn't supposed to do things. I never got caught.
So were you ditching school? Were you?
I did school a couple of times. I just did a couple of times.
Okay.
Teenage fun.
Yeah. Where was Dad at this time?
My father was never around, believe it or not. I met my father when I was 18. He was on his deathbed. He had a full-blown AIDS when I met him. My dad is from Memphis. And I met him when I was 18, and he died a couple months after. I think he died in May. I met him 3 months prior to that, and he died. But I got to know a lot about myself when I met him. And my mom always tell me I remind my dad. She said my dad could talk his way out of anything. And the way I do it, I don't want to be in no trouble, so I can talk to you. Hey, let me talk to you for a minute, But my dad was, I didn't meet him till I was 18. But,
Okay.
Like I said, I was raised by...
Why was that you didn't meet him till you were 18?
Well, he had gotten sick.
Okay.
And my mother had found out, and she felt like it was only right that I did, meet him. I don't know what the
what was he sick?
Why he had HIV/AIDS. He had AIDS.
Okay.
But I don't know why why him and my mother he didn't know about me, and it was like
he didn't know about you.
He knew about me, but he just wasn't around. He just wasn't there. So I don't know why he wasn't there. I never even asked the questions. I just know
You didn't want to know.
I didn't want to know.
Okay.
I just wanted when I found out that I knew, where he was. I wanted to go meet him, get to know him, sit down and talk with him, and that was more important than anything. Like
so
I say,
you did that before he
passed away. Yeah, I felt like it was only right to do it.
Did you get everything out that you may have wanted
I found out a lot of things, and a lot that he couldn't elaborate on because he was sick. Okay. But the things that I could get from his mom, which is my grandmother, I learned a lot about him. I learned a lot about myself. And I learned a lot about, him and my mom. And, they had a great relationship. My mom would tell me to this day, like, she loved him. But he just had some habits that she couldn't deal with. Okay. Drug habits. And, so she left. And,
So he was on drugs?
Yeah, he had gotten on drugs at one time. And,
what about your mom?
My mom, a great one. Spiritual, funny, can be mean when she want to be. When I say my rock, that's my rock. She kept me together all these years. And being raised by her and my aunts and my grandmother, they couldn't have did a better job. They raised a hell of a young man on their own without a man's help. And I applaud any woman, single mother,
no doubt.
Especially black women. If you can raise a young man coming up in the time that I came up in, and we can succeed and I can be who I am today, like, your job is done. You don't have to do no more. And like my mom, like when I say to me, the best. My mom, we just had a talk. Me and my mom sat on the porch the other night. We drank all night, just talked. And
what were you sipping on?
I was drinking Cavassier.
Oh, straight?
Straight, yeah. I don't mix nothing. I can't mix that. Yeah, I can't mix nothing.
That's pretty strong.
But me and my mom sit down and talk.
What was she drinking?
She was drinking with me, Cavassier.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
that's where I get it from.
It was a Cavassier night.
My mama was a partier. My mom was a party. Yeah, man, she was a party.
And listen to music.
Yeah. And my mom, I had to sit down and we had a mother son moment, and I had to sit there and I had to appreciate it, because during the time when we were young, when everybody was getting on crack and heroin, she never failed. And she drank a little booze or whatever, but she never ever even attempted to go deal with drugs. And I say, to come up in that time and to still have the pressures of life on you as a black woman and a single parent with 4 children, you did it. You did it epically. And I sat down and I had to just kiss on her and hug on her and just let her know that, like, your job is done. You did a great job. Brenda Simon, tough. Brenda K-TRON, I love you.
Because it was tough.
It was tough. We had some tough times.
So what did your mom do? What was her career? What did she do?
My mom worked at GE, General Electric.
Okay.
For a while. Then she did nursing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did nursing for a while. So that was her thing.
Okay.
My mom was good at taking care of people. She's at her best when she's needed. And I say the same thing with me. I'm the best when I'm needed. Because anybody can go out here and do something. But, I think how it works, I think everybody's main purpose on earth is to help somebody. Because you feel good when you help somebody.
Yes.
You might feel a little good when you go shopping for yourself.
Which is why I started this podcast.
Right. So when you can help somebody,
it does feel good.
Right. When you can help somebody, imagine, just go back to how when you help people, how it made you feel. Your whole day is blessed.
Amazing.
It's amazing. So that's what I think everybody, and that's what my mom's like she's still like that. She took care of my grandmother. She stopped working and took care of my grandmother. My grandmother died like 3 or 4 years ago. But my grandmother was sick.
Your grandmother, how old was she when she passed?
She was 98. I think she was 98.
Wow.
90.
Some longevity in your family.
She was 90 something. She was over 90, 95.
That's great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. When I say strong, these are strong women.
Yeah.
They laid the hammer down, but they did everything they did it was hard, but it was with love. It was real hard, it was strong, but they did it with love. We knew where it came from. When we were young, we didn't get it, but when we got older, we understood where it came from. So, my grandmother was another rock for me. I stayed under her. That's why I wanted to be every weekend. I didn't care about going nowhere else but to grandmama's house.
Did you do ass whoopings?
Did I? I don't think they were ass whoopings back then. I think they were lynchings almost.
Did they have to take the switch out?
Oh,
Did
man,
you ever have to walk outside and get those switches?
She made us go get our own switch. My grandmother had a razor strap and a stick because she was in a wheelchair. She was embedded in a wheelchair since she was like 36 years old.
Oh.
But she got around great.
What happened?
She got in a fight with her husband at the time, and she fell down some stairs.
Oh.
That ended her natural walking ability. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, you know, she.
So she still would tell you to go out there.
Yeah.
Now, did she get you? Did Grandma get you with that whip too?
Yes, indeed.